Did you know that your travel habits help shape Michigan's transportation system? Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is COMCAST Newsmakers. Joining me now is the Executive Director of the Southeast Michigan Council of Governments, otherwise known as SEMCOG, Kathleen Lomako. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
You are, your organization, in the midst of preparing to put a survey out there to sort of randomly selected Michiganders in hopes that they will give you a whole bunch of information about how we travel, where we travel, why we travel, so that you can improve our transportation systems?
That's right. We're in the process of having a regional household travel survey. And by that, I mean we're going to be recruiting households throughout the Southeast Michigan area to share with us information on their travel behavior. We're going to ask them to fill out a diary for one day for every member of the household to share with us where did they go during the day, how did they get there, did they drive, did they walk, did they take a bicycle, and who was with them, what time did they travel. And we're going to use that information as we plan to make investments on improving the transportation system in our region.
So if you get a letter, will it say it's from SEMCOG or the state of Michigan?
It will say both, and it will request their participation in the program, which is known as My Travel Counts. Okay. And what they'll be asked to do is either go online or call and indicate that they're willing to participate and get information on how they do participate. They'll get a copy of a diary that they have to fill out. And at the end of their day, they'll be able to either phone in the information or record it online on a computer program.
And have you done this before, or is this kind of a first-time test survey, if you will?
No, this is a type of survey that's done about every 10 years.
Okay.
And the data it's very intensive set of data that we use to update our travel models and help us forecast what the future travel patterns will be.
So that was my next question. Like, what are you going to do with this data? Would you perhaps decide this specific intersection needs to be looked at, or we need to make this community more walkable? I mean, what decisions are made?
It's more about, we're going to know if you're this type of household, these are your travel patterns. These are the kinds of trips you take. And so with that information, we're able to forecast where travel will be in the future. And we need to forecast that long-range travel future, because when you plan for the transportation system, those are big investments and they're made over a number of years. So we need to forecast where people will be living in the future and what their patterns of travel will be.
And you mentioned walking as well, so this isn't just about our freeway system. You might be looking at mass transit and walkable trails and
Absolutely.
That thing as well.
And in fact, we think this survey will show that there's a lot more interest in what's known as non-motorized travel, whether it be riding a bicycle or walking. And we know that the transportation system has to work together, so that we've got to improve them all. For people to ride a bus, they need to be able to walk to the bus stop. For automobiles to be able to move effectively, we have to improve the roads. So the system needs to work together, and this is a very important piece of data that allows planners and engineers to figure out what investments we need to make in the future.
And this is just obviously your travel and movement within the state of Michigan?
Correct.
Okay.
We're particularly interested in Southeast Michigan, but this is a part of a statewide program, and it's going to be done throughout the state of Michigan as well.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. If you get a letter in the mail requesting help with the My Travel Counts, it's legit. Help them out. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can head to semcog.org. Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Kathleen Lomako, the Executive Director of the Southeast Michigan Council of Governments.